Hi everyone, good morning. I hope you're able to hear me.
Good morning.
Very good morning. So in the last session, we have seen how we can write a same code with different approaches by writing a select statement in place of table name that we came across it. And we also seen how we can write write a common table expression in order to break the logic. We have seen that. And still we are continuing the same thing with the different use cases. So I have a requirement here. Write a SQL statement. Write a SQL statement to validate Power BI report. I'm just taking a reference here. I have some report. That report is showing data by education. So write a SQL statement to validate your Power BI report against your SQL server if the report is showing sales by education. So if you remember, we have seen this kind of chart. You will be having a sales here and you will be having a education. So to validate these numbers are correct or not, we need to write a SQL statement. If the data source is a SQL, if the data source is a SQL server or Oracle, we need to write a SQL code in order to validate it. So that is what I'm just taking here. So I wanted to say at the education level because in the x-axis we are having education, in the y-axis I'm having the sales. So for this one, while analyzing, you found that this is coming from one table and this is coming from another table. These two are coming from the two different tables. I have given a list of tables here, dim customer and fact internet sales. So from dim customer, we are getting education and sales amount is coming from the fact internet sales. So this is available, these two tables are available in the database called AdventureWorks DW 2022. So we already restored these databases for practicing. I'm having AdventureWorks DW 2022. So let's execute this. Now I'm there inside the AdventureWorks DW 2022. So normal approach I'm just writing here. How you're going to write if it is a normal approach. From the fact internet sales, we're going to take the sales. So we can write select from fact internet sales. From here, I wanted to take sales amount. But this is going to give each and every record, right? So we need to summarize this. We know already we talked about aggregate functions. So I'm going to apply sum of sales amount as sales. Now, if I execute this, you can see only one record. This one I wanted to split by education. Education is coming from the dim customer table. So that means this table should join with the dim customer table. To join with the dim customer table, we need to write as F, or let's say T1 inner join with dim customer table as T2 on T1 dot customer key. The common column between these two tables is customer key. T1 dot customer key and T2 dot customer key. T1 dot customer key and T2 dot customer key. Let's execute again. We can see. So here we need to take T2 dot English education. So this column we need to give group by English education. Let's execute it. Now you can see. So English education is a column. We need to see what column it is for education. Then only can write the name of the column. So you need to have some idea on top of this table, or you need to go and see how data is there or what columns are available in the dim customer table. Then you can keep those columns in the select list. So I wanted to give a alias name for this as education. Let's execute it. Now I'm able to see the data. This is a normal approach. I wanted to write a select statement in place of table name. I wanted to write a select statement in place of table name. If you want to do that, first I'm going to aggregate my fact table at the customer key level, because customer key is the join column. So I wanted to keep the data in the subquery. Let's say select from fact internet sales. So from here, I wanted to take a sum of sales amount as sales. If I execute this, it is going to get sum of sales. And this one I wanted to have at the customer key level, customer key. And this customer key should be there in the group by class because we're having a aggregated column. So we need to have a group by customer key. Let's execute now. Now I'm having this 18,000 records are there. This entire this entire result, this entire result, this entire result I wanted to join with the dim customer table. I wanted to join with the dim customer table with this result, because dim customer is having customer key and English education is available. English education is available. So we can join this with this customer key and we can bring that English education into the result set. So in order to get that, on top of this, we need to write one more select statement. Select. I'm just giving a star from, just bracket open and close in the bracket. This entire result, I'm just giving it to the outer query. That outer query is select star from, and then this is the name of the table. So I wanted to give a alias name for this as T or T1. Then it is going to join with inner join with the dim customer table. With the dim customer table as T2. On T1 dot customer key equals to T2 dot customer key. T1 dot customer key and T2 dot customer key. Let's execute this. This is not I'm expecting. I'm expecting English education and sales. So just write here in the outer query, you just write T2 dot English education as education, comma, and sales. That is T2 dot sales. T2, not T2, T1. Let's execute now. You are going to have only these two columns. But if you observe here, bachelor's is repeated. So we need to summarize even in the outer also. In the inner also you summarized. In the outer also I'm going to summarize. Here, sum of T1 dot sales as sales. And this one, we have to keep it in the group by. So as we are specifying this aggregation in the outer query, we need to keep it in the outer side only. This is inner side. This group by is inner query. And this group by is outer query. Let's execute it and see the result. And the same thing that you can also do it with CTE approach also. So if I'm going to write with the CTE, how we are going to do is select. First, we need to write a CTE, right? Colon with CTE. I think 3 we have taken somewhere. Let me take CTE4. CTE4 as bracket open and bracket close. So here we need to write select from fact internet sales. From this table, the CTE should have a data at the customer key level. So I'm just going to give a customer key from the fact internet sales, and then I'm just aggregating the data. I'm summarizing the data at the customer key level. Sum of sales amount as sales. Now, since we are having an aggregated column, inside that we need to have a group by column, group by customer key. Now I wanted to read the data from the CTE4. So if you want to read the data from the CTE4, then you need to write select star from table name. You need to write a select star from table name. That means CTE name. Select star from CTE name. Let's execute it. And now you can see customer key is there and sales is there. Customer key and sales, both are there. Now what you can do is this result set, that means the CTE has to go and join with the dim customer table, because education is available in the dim customer table. I'm just talking about approach 2 with CTE. Inner join dim customer as, let's say, C on CTE4 dot customer key equals to C dot customer key. If I execute now, you can see how data is going to get the same to same. There are many rows are there and many columns. But I need to take only English education and I need to take only sales. So in the select list, we need to avoid writing the star here. We need to choose C dot English education as education and CT4 dot sales. Now let's execute this. You can see the same education and sales repeated values. We need to summarize even in the outer side of your CTE. In the CTE definition, we are doing a aggregation. In the outside also, we can do a aggregation. So how I'm going to do is sum of CTE 4 dot sales as sales. So since we are having an aggregated column in the outer, we are going to keep this in the group by. Let's execute it and see the result. This is how you're going to write a SQL code. And if you observe here, write a SQL statement to show this channel, brand, and sales. So I wanted to have a data at this level. Channel is required, brand is required, and sales is required. So how we are going to do it? How you can do that? So in order to do this, in order to get the result for this, we have a sample data in the Contoso Retail DW, and from all these three tables, we are getting the data. One is fact sales. From the fact sales, we are getting the sales, and brand is getting from the dim product, and channel is getting from the dim channel table. So if you want to find, basically, if you don't know where exactly Your columns are there. If you want to find any column, then we are going to use this query. Select star from information underscore schema dot columns. It's a schema table, and where column name, like if you want to find the product, then you can see here. So whatever the name of the column, if you are not exactly sure about where exactly the column is available, you can use this particular query to identify where exactly my columns are available. So I wanted to find the brand. So I wanted to see where exactly my brand is there. I'm sure, yeah, I know. Because the brand is available in this database, not on that particular database. Now if you execute it, you can see. So brand name is available in the table called dim product table. So it is going to show you. And if I wanted to find the channel, then I can see the channel where exactly my channel is available. You can find this query in the Google also, if you don't remember, but try to remember this information underscore schema dot columns. And you can see here, wherever there is a channel, it is showing, but I need a channel name. I don't need rest of them. This channel name is coming from dim channel table. And sales also, if you try to find the sales, so sales is available in many places. Sales is going to be available in many places. And if you take a sales amount, then you can see it is going to limit. And we have a sales amount in the fact sales amount in the fact online sales. We can take a confirmation when the column is there in multiple places. And to avoid time delay and all, you can take whatever the table you wanted to do it. So at the time of validation, you can change the name of the table if you took the column from the wrong table. So this kind of things is going to be happened when you write a SQL code. Now we know about it. We are having the data in these three tables, and sales amount is available in the fact sales table, and brand name is available in the dim product table, and channel name is available in the dim channel table. So three tables are participating to join the data. It's not as two tables, three tables. So first we have to join, let's say for example, I have a table 1 and I have a table 2 and I have a table 3. So what we can do is basically first we are going to join the two tables, table 1 and table 2. Then you are going to get some result. The result is going to join with third table. Third table. So then you are going to get this result. This result you are going to use in the report. So that is how it is going to be there. We cannot join three tables at one shot. You have to join first two tables. The result of the two tables is going to join with the third table. And if you have as many number of tables, you can take that many number of tables, but at one shot you can join two tables. Okay, so the result of these two tables is another table, you can say new table. Okay, so the new table is going to join with the third table. Again, you're going to get the new table here. If you have another tables, they're going to join something like that. That means if there is a n number of tables, then n minus 1 joins are required. So here we have a three tables. We have a three tables, and when you have a three tables, then 3 minus 1 equals to 2. Two joins are required. Let's see how we are going to do it here. So I'm going to write it with the normal approach. Select from fact sales. From the fact sale, I wanted to take sum of sales amount as sales. Let's execute it. You can see that. And the sum of sales I wanted to, this entire data is going to join with as if inner join with the dim channel table. I'm going to take any table that you can take, any order, dim channel as C on F dot channel key equals to C dot channel key. F dot channel key, F is coming, F means fact cells, C means dim channel. So if we execute it, that is fine. But from the dim channel, which column we are taking is, we are taking channel name. That means C dot channel name. The C dot channel name should be there in the group by class because we are having an aggregated column. Group by channel name. Let's execute it. And now you can see channel name and sales. And if you want to give a alias name for this as channel, you can give like this. That is fine. And this result, this entire result set is going to join with another table, that is dim product table. So this is table 1 and table 2. The third table is going to join. The third table you are going to join means you have to use one more join, inner join. That means this entire result is going to join with another table, that is dim product table as P. Alias name I'm giving P on F dot product key. Product key is available in the fact table equals to P dot product key. F dot product key and P dot product key. So from the dim product table, what you're taking is you're going to take brand name. That is what you're doing here. First channel name, then brand name. So I'm just going to keep here P dot brand name as brand. This P dot brand name should be there in the group by class. Now let's execute it. And now you can see channel name, brand name, and sales. So this is a general approach. And if you want to write with approach 1, that is writing a select statement in place of table name, then how you are going to do is, first you are going to write select from fact sales. From this table, I wanted to summarize sales amount, sum of sales amount as sales. Let's execute it. And you can see the total sales here. But this total sales, this result set, whatever I'm going to write, that has to join with another table, right? So I mean, it has to join with two tables. Whatever I'm going to write this select statement, the result set, how exactly I need to prepare that result set is, that result set should join with dim channel table, and this table should join with the dim product table. So this is how it has to be there. Now, in order to do this, we have to keep channel key and you have to keep product key. And the group by, you have to specify these two columns, group by channel key and product key. Let's execute this. Now this result set, I wanted to join with another table. So when you join with, you have to write outer query. In the outer query, you have to say select star from bracket open and bracket close. I wanted to give a alias name for this as F. You can give like this. I'm just giving a alias name for this F. If I execute it, you're going to get only these 3 columns. Because 3 columns and limited number of rows because we are doing an aggregation in this place. This limited number of records are going to join with the dim channel table. This limited number of records are going to join with the dim product table. So this improves the performance while joining. I'm going to say type of join is inner join. Inner join with the dim channel table as C. Then join condition we need to specify join if f dot channel key equals to C dot channel key. F dot channel key and C dot channel key. If I execute this now, you can see the data like this. But I wanted to take only channel name here. So that means I wanted to take C dot channel name as channel and F dot sales. Now, if I execute this, you can see the data channel wise sales. Now, this entire data is going to join with another table that is dim product table. I'm going to continue here. Again, one more inner join with the dim product table as P. Alias name for this is P. On F dot product key equals to P dot product key. So here I'm going to take P dot brand name as brand. Now let's execute it. We're having multiple records here. But here, how many records if I execute this statement? 44 rows you need to get it. So that means here we have a duplicated values. That means repeated values, not duplicated. Repeated values are there. So reseller Contoso is there here. Reseller Contoso and reseller Contoso. This value is different and this value is different. So we need to summarize in the outside also. In the outside also we need to summarize sum of F dot sales as sales. And C dot channel name should be there in the group by class. Group by C dot channel name and P dot brand name. Now let's execute again. You can see the same result. 44 rows here. This is a approach 1. And the second approach is with CTE. How we are going to write with CTE? With CTE 5 as bracket open and bracket close. So inside the bracket, we need to write a statements. Inside the bracket, we need to write it. Select from tracked sales. So here also I'm going to have a same channel key, and product key. And then summarizing. So sum of sales amount as sales. So if you want to read the data from the CTE, then immediately we need to write the followed statement is the select statement. Select star from CTE file. Then it is going to get the data. Group by is missing. Group by, channel key, and product key. Let's execute it. And now you can see channel key, product key, and sales. This table should join with the dim channel table. So I'm just giving a alias name for this as F. Inner join. This is going to join with the dim channel table as C on F dot channel key equals to C dot channel key. F dot channel key equals to C dot channel key. Let's execute it. And you can see the all columns from the channel table. I don't need all of them. I need to have only few columns. So I'm going to say C dot channel name as channel and F dot sales. Now, if I execute it, it is going to show only limited columns. And even I need a product name also. So in order to get the product name, we need to apply on one more join, inner join with the dim product table as P. On common column, we have a product key here. And here I'm going to say F dot product key equals to P dot product key. F dot product key equals to P dot product key. Now, if I execute this, you can see all product related stuff. Not here. Yeah. So let me keep the product related columns also. That is P dot brand name as brand. And then we have a sales. Let's execute it. So I wanted to apply a data aggregation on top of this. In the outer query also, we need to have a aggregation here. So I'm going to say sum of F dot sales as sales. F dot sales as sales. This entire columns should be there in the group by C dot channel name, comma, P dot brand name. Now you're going to get the expected result. Forty-four rows. Okay. So this is an approach too. So whenever you are going to get a SQL task, just try to do in these approaches so that you can understand how we can write a SQL statements. So when you see the complex queries or stored procedures, you can easily understand that. Give me a minute. I wanted to see one use case. Write a SQL statement to get only if the department salary is more than 7,000. If the department salary is more than 7,000, then I wanted to see those details. I don't need others. I don't need other records. I need only if the department salary. If you take any department, if the department salary is more than 7,000, then I wanted to bring it. So how we can write in the normal approach is select from employee, select from employee. Here I wanted to see department number, comma, sum of salary as salary. This department number should be there in the group by class. Now let's execute it again. Now I'm having the data here, something like this. So here department number wise, if the, department name or department number is both are same in this particular situation. So if the salary is, if the department salary is greater than 7,000, then I wanted to take it. So this is going to be filtered. This two only is going to get into the output. How we are going to apply a filter? If you remember, we talked about where class, we talked about it. Where class we have seen. This where class is used to filter the data. Where class is used to filter the data, but that data should be normal data. This where class is used to filter only on top of the table directly. So normal data is, detailed data is going to be filtered. But if you want to filter aggregated data, if you wanted to filter aggregated data, so how can you say that is the aggregated data is when the select list is having aggregated function, that data we can call it as a aggregated data. Now this is the aggregated data. So where will not work? Where will not work with the aggregated data? Where is going to work only for detail level data. So in order to filter aggregated data, we are going to use the clause called having. We are going to use the having clause. This having clause is used to filter aggregator level of the data. Now I'm just going to say here having sum of salary greater than 7,000. Let's execute it and you can see the result. The same thing I can also do it in a other way. I can also do it in a other way. Just observe how I'm going to do it. In approach 1. select from employee, department number, and sum of salary as salary, and group by department number. I'm going to keep it here. So this is up to here, we know that. So on top of this, I wanted to write a select statement. Just observe. Select star from bracket open and bracket close. Give a alias name as T. Then where T dot salary greater than 7,000. Here you can use the where apply. We can apply where because we are applying a filter in the outside. Now let's execute it and you can see the same result. You can see the same result. So that means we can write a select statement in place of table name. Not only for joins, wherever you wanted to write, you can write it. Now in the CTE approach, if you want to do this, approach 2, with CTE 6 as bracket open and bracket close. So here I'm going to write select from employee. So from here you're writing a department number and sum of salary as salary, and group by we need to write group by department number. So in order to read the data from the CTE, we can write select star from CTE 6. Let's execute it. You can see that. And if you want to apply the filter, where salary greater than 7,000. Let's execute it. So like this also we can do it. So they may ask you what is the use of having. So I wanted to say here, it is used to filter aggregated data. So where is used to filter the data? Where, let me write even where also here, where it is used to filter detailed data. Okay, so this approach is correct. This one is also correct. And this one is also correct. Okay, so in the next session, I'm going to talk about the window functions. So window functions also is very, very important. So we'll see on tomorrow about these window functions. Any questions? Any
Okay,
questions before stopping?
no, so far good.
Okay, then. We'll see on tomorrow. Thank you for joining.
Okay, bye.